Welcome back to Midday. We are talking about the Winter Extreme Show and Swap, which is, of course, coming up November 2nd and 3rd, I believe. And we have Brooke Lacey joining us from the Canadian Ski Patrol, and also she's a swap operations coordinator, and we have Sue Elder joining us as well, the training manager for Canadian Ski Patrol. Thank you both for being here. Let's talk a little bit, first of all, before we get into the swap and that particular event, what the Canadian Ski Patrol really does. If one of you wants to explain that, that would be wonderful. Maybe we'll start with you, Brooke.
Okay, for sure. So we operate at Sun Peaks and Harper Mountain, and we also operate out at
Sovereign Lake.
Sovereign Lake
for the Nordic skiing up near Vernon.
Okay. Yeah, so we do cross-country skiing and obviously out at the slopes. And basically, when you see those people with their little first aid crosses, we're there to come help you if there's any troubles, or if you're lost, we can always come give you a hand. If you have any questions or concerns, we're always there willing to help you. But most of all, we're there for your emergency situations.
We should stress that this is a volunteer organization.
Yeah, I was just going to say nonprofit. Yeah. So what does that mean exactly? I mean, how many members do you have? This is quite a big organization, isn't it?
Right, we're coast to coast, and there's over 4,000 members all told. Locally, we have about 30 to 35 people volunteering, and we're always looking for more. There's a plug. But our training for this year is finished. But yeah, we really enjoy working with our partner mountains, Sun Peaks and Harper mainly, and we're always pleased to be able to help out wherever we can with the skiing public.
So this is obviously, as we head into the winter months, a busy time for all the volunteers, right?
Yes, very so. Very much so.
November is going to be hectic.
Yeah, you're gearing up.
Yeah.
So how do you? So if you're nonprofit, obviously you have to raise funds. How do you do that exactly? Through different events?
Well, mostly just the ski swap is our biggest fundraiser. So we take a $2 entrance fee at the front, so that goes towards covering the cost of the building to rent, but then also the extra funds to help put towards to the ski patrol and keeping us running.
Okay, so this year the swap is November 2nd and 3rd, which is coming up quickly. It's this week. Sue, talk a little bit about where exactly this is taking place and how it all works.
Sure. Okay, so we are at the Soccer Dome out on Nishka Way. I believe it's 313 Nishka Way. And people are invited to drop off their gently used or new equipment on Friday afternoon between 5:30 and 9 p.m. And new this year, you can go online and get a QR code, which will greatly enhance your experience when you're dropping your things off. You don't have to wait in line as long.
Right.
And the way you do that is to go online. You can just Google, I'm not sure if that covers that or not, but you can Google Winter Extreme Kamloops and you'll find us right away, both on Facebook and on our website. And there are instructions on how to get the QR code. And like Brooke said, it's $2 per item to register, and of the sale price that you set for your equipment, if it sells, 20% of that goes to the Canadian Ski Patrol also. So that's handy for us. And also you have the option of red tagging your equipment, and that means if it hasn't sold by 1 o'clock on Saturday, it will be automatically discounted for 25%. But that's an option for the seller to decide whether they want to or not. Then the show itself opens on Saturday from 9 p.m. and we usually have a lineup, so come early. Sorry, 9 a.m. 9 a.m. And we usually have a lineup, so come early if you want the best selection. It ends at 3, then we kindly ask everyone to leave, and then we reopen at 5, from 5 till 7 for people to pick up their unsold items and their checks when they do sell items.
Okay.
So that's the rough idea.
And this is 20 years running, isn't it? So that, I mean, this is a well-oiled machine, if you will.
It truly is. It always, it's run by volunteers, but it always amazes me how well things turn out at the swap. It's very well organized. There's very little odd things happening, like equipment lost or equipment walking out the door without being paid for. Not that anyone would ever do that.
People are honest
in
this town.
They are.
Brooke, what's the importance? So obviously funds raised is hugely important for the organization itself, but just for people who are taking part in this swap, what's the importance of getting, swapping equipment?
Well, obviously your gear definitely gets worn after time, so I know I'm definitely going to be shopping there, getting new gear, since I'm on the slopes every weekend. But then also joining Ski Patrol was really, on top of that, it's social and I'm meeting people that have the same ideologies as me of let's go hit those powder days.
Yeah.
And it's really great to meet people that share the same ideas.
Yeah, and I guess buying equipment, ski equipment, snowboard equipment, whatever it might be, that's not cheap. Right?
No, it
to buy
isn't.
new. So the swap probably is quite a good idea for financially for people too.
Right. We also wanted to let people know that we have a number of exhibitors that are bringing brand new equipment to the swap at discount prices. People like Jardines and Dolson's and McSporties. Mike Wigley's is going to be selling off some of their used powder equipment, and Harper Mountain and Sun Peaks will also be there. So we really, really appreciate their patronage and bringing in a really good quality and good selection of things, both snowboards and skis.
That's wonderful.
And boots.
Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here and letting us know all the details about this event. So, of course, the Extreme Winter Show and Swap happening on November 2nd and 3rd at the Kamloops Dome. And for more information, you can check out their Facebook page or go to the website there at the bottom of the screen. Thank you, ladies, for joining us. We're right back. Stay with us.